Hello everyone, welcome to Samvedna Psyche. If you are from the July 2024 or January 2025 batch, second year IGNOU MAPC student, this video is just for you. Today I'll be sharing the assignment solutions for MPCE-022 Assessment in Counseling and Guidance. These solutions will walk you through how to frame your responses effectively and stay on track with your submissions. Let's dive into it and make sure you are all set to complete your assignments with ease. After including the front page and the question paper, you'll write your assignment answers. But before that, mention the subject along with subject code and the other details as mentioned here or in your question paper. We'll start with section A. Question 1. Explain the different methods of assessment. Differentiate between psychological assessment and psychological testing. So, methods of assessment. Assessment in counseling is essential for understanding a client's mental and emotional state, and several methods are commonly used. Each has its strength and at times some weaknesses too. So, the first one, the interview method, which involves direct interaction between the counselor and the client, and it helps to gather relevant information and clarifying issues. Interviews can be of two types: structured interviews and unstructured interviews. Structured interviews are highly organized with specific standardized questions and a fixed order. These are reliable for diagnostic specific issues as they provide consistency in responses. And unstructured interviews are more flexible and open ended, allowing clients to lead the conversation. The counselor explores the client's feelings, thoughts, and experiences deeply, which helps in understanding the broader context of the client's issue. Then the purpose. The interview method is used for both description, that is understanding the client's social interactions and viewpoints, and exploration, that is clarifying unclear areas of the concern. Then we'll move on to the observation method. The counselor observes the client's behavior either in a natural or controlled setting or gather insight into the client's condition. These are of various types. First one, naturalistic observation. It involves observing the client in their everyday environment without interference, providing data on natural behaviors. Structured observations are done in a controlled environment to minimize external factors or extraneous factors and test specific behaviors. Unstructured observations, there is no predefined criteria, which allows the counselor to observe all aspects of the situations freely. And the last one, participant observation, where the counselor becomes part of the client's environment to gain a deep insight and first hand understanding of their situation. Thus, observation is valuable for getting direct, real world data on the client's actions and interactions. The third method is case study. This method involves an in depth analysis of a single individual or group. Data is gathered through interviews, observation, tests, and questionnaires, which provides a detailed understanding of the client's history, behavior, and symptoms. Then, advantages of case studies. Case studies offer comprehensive insight and allow for detailed treatment planning as they integrate multiple data sources like diaries, psychometric tests, and personal histories. Then we move on to the second part of the question, that is differentiate between psychological assessment and psychological testing. While both assessment and testing aim to understand the client, they differ in their approach and focus. And you have to write it in tabular form. Wherever differences are asked, try to mention them as tabular form. So the first point of differences scope, assessment. It is a broader approach that uses multiple techniques to understand an individual's overall psychological state in various settings, while testing is more focused process that uses standardized tests to measure specific psychological characteristics often used in clinical and research settings. Procedures and techniques. Assessment utilizes formal and informal qualitative and quantitative techniques, and it is adaptable to the client's need, while testing relies on standard procedures for measuring specific traits like intelligence or aptitude with limited flexibility. Components. Assessment involves interview, demographic information, medical history, and observation, integrating both subjective and objective data. While testing provides objective results based on test performance, focusing on specific characteristics. Next is complexity of data. So, assessment gathers data from various sources, offering a more holistic understanding of the client, while testing provides detailed data on specific traits but is less comprehensive in scope. Then, methods of information gathering. Assessment collects a wide range of data from multiple methods, giving a fuller picture of the client's psychological state, while testing measures specific characteristics through tests, offering only isolated data points. Then, nature of information. Assessment combines both qualitative and quantitative information for a well-rounded view of the client's psychological profile, while testing offers quantifiable objective data but does not provide the complete context of the client's psychological state. And the last one, outcome and interpretation. Assessment results in a comprehensive understanding of the client's psychological function and is crucial for diagnosis and treatment, while testing provides specific test scores that contribute to the overall assessment but do not capture the entire psychological profile. With this, you conclude your answer. Now, let's move on to question 2, discuss the common errors in psychological assessment. So, psychological assessment is vital for effective counseling, providing insights into a client's mental and emotional state. However, several common errors can affect its accuracy and reliability. And the key errors we should be aware of are: first one, environmental factors. The testing environment significantly impacts accuracy. Distractions from room temperature, lighting, and noise levels can affect a client's performance. Counselors should create an optimal environment by ensuring comfort and minimizing distractions. A well ventilated, quiet, and properly lit room helps maintain consistency and fairness in assessment. Then, competence of the counselor. The counselor's expertise is crucial for effective assessments. Inadequate knowledge of assessment techniques can lead to errors in administration, scoring, and interpretation. Continuous training and staying updated on psychological theories and ethical guidelines ensure counselors are equipped to deliver reliable assessments. Then, client's subjective state. A client's emotional and physical condition during testing can influence performance. Factors like anxiety or fatigue can distort results, impacting validity. Counselor must address client's emotional state and manage their expectations about the assessment, ensuring a more accurate reflection of their capabilities. Ethnic, linguistic, and cultural differences. Cultural factors can significantly influence assessment outcomes. Tests that are not culturally appropriate may yield invalid results for diverse clients. Counselors should select culturally sensitive assessments and understand clients' cultural context to build rapport and ensure valid results. Administration, scoring, and interpretation. Standardization in administering and scoring tests is essential. Deviating from standardized procedures can lead to inaccurate results. Counselors must follow test manuals closely and interpret results carefully, considering all relevant factors to avoid misinterpretation. Fallibility of test scores. All tests have inherent limitations and should not be the sole basis for decisions. No test can measure traits or predict outcomes with complete accuracy. Employing a variety of assessment methods provide a more comprehensive understanding of the client, reducing reliance on any single test and enhancing overall accuracy. By addressing these common errors in psychological assessment, counselors can improve the reliability and validity of their evaluations, leading to more informed and effective counseling outcomes. Question 3. Describe the characteristics of an effective counselor. Effective counselors possess a range of personal and professional qualities essential for building strong helping relationships and facilitating therapeutic change. Here are the key characteristics that successful counselors typically exhibit. Self awareness, understanding one's own thoughts, feelings, and biases is vital. Self aware Counselors recognize the impact on clients, enabling honest communication and fostering trust. This awareness allows them to focus on clients' needs rather than their own. Empathy, the ability to understand and share clients' feelings, is crucial. Empathy allows counselor to enter clients' world, enhancing the therapeutic bond and facilitating a deeper understanding of their experience. This includes primary empathy, which validates feelings, and advanced empathy, which explores underlying themes. Unconditional positive regard. Counselor should maintain a non judgmental, positive attitude towards clients, making them feel valued and accepted. This fosters an environment of trust and openness essential for effective self discovery. Genuineness, authenticity is vital for trust building. Counselors should be transparent and honest, showing a sincere interest in clients' well being. Genuineness encourages clients to be more open during self exploration. Warmth, demonstrating care and support helps create a comfortable environment. Warmth must be balanced with professional boundaries to avoid over dependence while still providing a safe space for exploration. Attentiveness, active engagement is essential and it is shown through verbal techniques like probing and summarizing, as well as non verbal cues summarizing by the SOLAR acronym. This attentiveness facilitates a productive therapeutic relationship. Concreteness, focusing on clients' explicit statements rather than interpreting implied meanings, ensures clear communication. This approach provides accurate support and helps avoid misunderstanding. Objectivity, maintaining a neutral perspective is crucial. Objective counselors evaluate situations fairly, free from personal biases, allowing clients to explore their issues without undue influence. Open mindedness, being receptive to diverse values and perspectives, foster a non judgmental environment. Open minded counselor accommodate clients' unique experiences, promoting respect and understanding. Sensitivity, being attuned to clients' needs and emotions, enables counselors to respond thoughtfully. Sensitivity fosters a deeper emotional connection, allowing for more effective support. Non dominance, counselors should step back and allow clients to direct the counseling process. This respect clients' autonomy and promotes a collaborative client centered approach. Next, confrontation. Appropriate confrontation involves challenging clients to reflect on counterproductive behaviors or beliefs. It encourages growth and honest examination of actions without being critical. And the last one, sense of humor. A sense of humor helps alleviate tensions and facilitates engagement. When used appropriately, humor can enhance the therapeutic relationship, making difficult subjects more approachable. In summary, effective counselor embody these essential characteristics, creating supporting therapeutic relationship that enable meaningful client change and personal growth. With this, section A is completed. Now let's move on to section B, which will start from a new page. Section B. Section B, question 4, describe the prerequisites for assessment. Psychological assessment in counseling is a systematic process that requires careful planning to ensure accuracy and ethical integrity. Several prerequisites must be met before starting the assessment. Some of them are need for assessment. It's essential to clearly define the assessment's purpose and goals. Understanding why the assessment is necessary helps identify the specific information sought and how it aids in addressing the client's issues. Appropriateness of the test, choosing psychological tests that fit the client's age, gender, cultural background, and needs is crucial. The counselor must ensure the selected test is valid for the target population to obtain meaningful results. Reliability and validity of the test. Reliability ensures consistency, while validity confirms the test measures what it intends to measure. Selecting instruments with proven reliability and validity is essential for accurate assessment. Next, consent of the test taker. Obtaining of the client's informed consent is an Ethical necessity. The counselor must explain the assessment process, ensuring the client understands its purpose and voluntarily agrees to participate. Confidentiality. It is vital to protect the client's privacy. Counselors must assure clients that their information will be kept confidential while informing them of situations where confidentiality may be breached. These prerequisites ensure the assessment process is ethical and effective, ultimately leading to a better understanding of the client's need. Question 5. Explain pre-counseling interview and preliminary assessment in counseling. Interview and preliminary assessment are essential initial steps in the counseling process, preparing both the counselor and the client for effective therapy. Pre-counseling interview initiates the client-counselor relationship and is vital for establishing a productive environment. Clients often come with apprehensions, so the counselor should clarify the counseling framework, including session structure, duration, fee, and possible psychological tests. It's important to distinguish counseling from other forms of professional help, emphasizing the collaborative nature of the process. Confidentiality and privacy are also discussed to reassure clients about their personal information protection. The roles and responsibilities of both parties are outlined, ensuring clients are informed and comfortable. Then, preliminary assessment. This assessment starts during the pre counseling interview and extends into the initial session. It involves gathering essential background information such as personal details and reasons for seeking counseling and includes inquiries about prior counseling experiences. The goal is to create a comprehensive understanding of the client's situation, guiding the selection of appropriate assessment tools. Reliability and validity of these tools are crucial, with test manuals providing necessary information on psychometric properties and administration procedures. Proper administration within a suitable environment is essential for obtaining valid results. The pre-counseling interview and preliminary assessment foster a strong therapeutic alliance, clarify expectations, and ensure the effective use of assessment methods in the counseling process. Question 6. Explain the characteristics of interview. Interviews require specific characteristics for effectiveness, including attitude of interviewer and the interviewee. The demeanor of both parties greatly influences the interview's success. A genuine and understanding interviewer fosters a valid interaction, ensuring clients feel comfortable while sharing. Insensitivity can lead to clients withholding information. Proper atmosphere. A comfortable and private environment is crucial. The interview room should be well ventilated, free from disturbances and distractions. A non judgmental atmosphere encourages clients to engage openly. Interviewers' effective response. The interviewer should listen attentively, allowing clients to express themselves without interruption. Asking open ended questions promote deeper exploration and helps maintain an objective stance. Measuring understanding. Empathy is vital for understanding clients' responses. The interviewer should gauge emotional expressions as high empathy correlates with a better understanding of clients' issues, especially in unstructured interviews. Recording responses. Accurate documentation of responses is essential, whether through note taking or electronic recording. Immediate recording prevents information loss but may disrupt the conversation. Ethical consideration must be addressed to ensure client comfort. Interviews are purposeful, they are structured and goal oriented with clearly defined roles and objectives that differentiate them from casual communication. This focus ensures that the gathered information is relevant and useful. In essence, the effectiveness of an interview depends on the interviewer's approach, the environment, clear communication, fostering meaningful client interaction. Question 7. Describe the case history taking format. Case history taking is essential for understanding a client's background and current issues. The format include identification data, which consists of name, which is for record keeping. Confidentiality is crucial if anonymity is preferred. Gender, which provides insight into societal influences. Age indicates developmental stage and milestones. Education reflects cognitive abilities and exposure to education. And schools or institute offers insight into early social experiences. Problem stated by, it can be by client, informant or others. Client, because their perspective guides the counseling process. Informant, external perspectives may reveal differing views, and others, input from family or employers, friends, or other societal members, provides broader understanding. Duration of the problem, which indicates severity and intervention needed. Intensity of the problem helps in assessing urgency for intervention. Next one, personal history, which includes birth and developmental history, which helps in assessing developmental milestones. School history influences academic and social development. Medical history identifies physical conditions affecting psychological symptoms. Social history provides details of community involvement and social support. Emotional development assesses emotional growth and coping mechanism. Pre-morbid personality provides insight into personality before issue started. Fantasy life explores motivations and psychological state. Sexual and occupational history provides sensitive personal and professional information. And next and last point, family history, which includes family constellation, that is details on family members' ages and their relationship with the client. Socio-economic status, which assesses family economic background, relationship with parents, to examine familial influences and interpersonal relationships. It helps in observing family dynamics and emotional ties. In summary, case history taking systematically gathers comprehensive background information which is crucial for effective assessment and intervention. Question 8. Discuss the counseling process based on Adler's theory. Adlerian counseling emphasizes that behavior is goal directed, human beings are inherently social, and personal functions shape personality. Feelings of inferiority motivate individuals to strive for growth, with hereditary and environment influencing their experiences. There are different phases of this theory. Phase 1, establishing the relationship. The initial phase focuses on building a supportive and collaborative relationship. The counselor creates a positive environment where the client feels understood, using active listening and empathy to clarify therapy goals. Then exploring the individual's dynamics. This phase involves subjective and objective interviews. The subjective interview allows the client to share their personal story, while the objective interview gathers information about the client's problems and context, including family dynamics and ordinal position. Phase 3, encouraging self-understanding and insight. The counselor helps the client gain self-awareness and insight into the behaviors. Open-ended interpretations assist the client in understanding their life's purpose and internal motivations, simplifying psychological complexities. Helping with reorientation, this action-oriented phase applies insights to real-life situation. The counselor and the client collaborate to set new goals and develop strategies for change, focusing on addressing unproductive aspects of client's life. Phase 5, encouragement process. The counselor aids the client in exploring alternative approaches and evaluating harmful cognitive patterns. This empowers the client to make decisions that align with their values and goals, fostering a sense of control. And the last phase, phase 6, change and search for new responsibilities. In the final phase, clients implement changes and seek new responsibilities. The counselor encourages clients to monitor progress, adjust strategies, and focus on altering old behavior patterns for ongoing personal growth. In summary, the Alderian counseling process promotes personal growth through understanding, insight, and practical application of strategies for change. So we have completed section B. Now we'll move on to section C from a fresh page. Section C, where you have to answer in 50 words for short notes. Question 9, process of assessment. Here discuss the key steps including goal setting, selecting tools, collecting and interpreting data, integrating information to make decisions and refine goals as needed. Question 10, use of technology in assessment. Mention the efficiency of technology in assessment, concerns about reliability and validity, and the need to balance benefits with data security and privacy risk. Question 11. Active listening. Highlight that it involves attention to verbal and non-verbal cues, helping counselors gain deeper insights and build stronger therapeutic relationships. Components of assessment. Question 12. Outline the 4 key components: planning, data collection, data analysis, and clear communication of results to ensure proper understanding. Question 13. Reliability and validity. Explain that reliability refers to best consistency, while validity assesses whether a test measures what it claims, including types like content, construct, and criteria validity. Question 14. Dichotomous thinking. Describe this negative error as viewing situations in extremes, like all good or all bad, which can lead to unrealistic judgments and emotional distress. Question 15. Positive regard. Mention that it involves receiving attention, praise, and acceptance, which fosters self growth and may lead individuals to modify behavior to maintain social approval. Question 16. Fundamentals of narrative therapy. Discuss how narrative therapy helps individuals reframe their life stories, analyze influences, and make changes based on emotional and cognitive insights. Question 17. Differentiate between guidance and counseling. Explain that counseling focuses on personal and emotional growth, while guidance provides practical advice for decision making in education and careers. Question 18. Role of counselor. Outline that the counselor fosters self-awareness through empathy and acceptance, avoiding control or advice giving, focusing on clients' abilities. That's all for today's video. I hope these solutions help you wrap up your assignments with confidence. If you think others could benefit from this, don't hesitate to share it with them. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe for more updates, and stay connected. Got questions or feedback? In that case, drop them in the comments and I'll catch you in the next video. Good luck.